Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Siobhan. So today I am going to show you just how I plan in the morning. I usually plan on Sundays if I'm doing a weekly spread, but there are times where I plan day by day depending on my workload, and if my if the following day I know is going to be busy, I may do a daily spread just for that day, and I start in the morning. So I'm still in my Stalogy notebook. I have a September spread that I pre-plan, so I can refer to this section when I'm doing my planning, whether it's my weekly planning here. I can kind of see what I have to do, and then I can also make a daily spread. It sounds complicated and a lot, but it's really not, because at the beginning of the month, I make my weekly spread, my monthly spread, and then from that monthly spread, I kind of write everything down there, and then I can make weekly spreads or daily spreads. So what I have here, I have a ruler, I have my planner, my pen, and a sticker sheet from Two Little Bees. And what I like to do is whenever I'm using a sticker sheet, I like to look for colors for my brush pen that's in the sticker sheet, in the whole sticker on the pictures. So I do have like a color chart in the back of my planner. And this color chart is basically all the Tombow brush pens that I have, and a little sample of how they look on paper, because the caps sometimes are not, they're kind of deceiving, but I just wrote down everything that I have. So I sometimes put my sticker sheet up against the chart to kind of better match to see which one of these brush pens are going to be a good one to use. So I'm using two brush pens today. I'm using 992 and I'm using 910. So I always start with doing the highlighting first, because when I write and then I highlight after, it always smudges. So I always start with my date at the very top of the planner. I don't write the year because this notebook is for 2021. And I just write August, and then, September. I write the day of the week first, then September, then the day. That was so confusing. Yeah, like Thursday, September 2nd. That's how I write my date. And when I made the little daily stickers, that's the same way I made them. It will be like THU and then September and then the number, but never the year, because it's 2021 for the entire year. You can write it if you want, but this is just my thing. So this is just my basic start. I don't do a lot of like drawing and doodling, because I'm an okay drawer, but I'm not that great, and I just kind of stick to the basic. I like to create a line to separate my date from the rest of the page, because it looks almost like an insert, and I like to make it look like that. So on the left side, I'm going to do my schedule. Even though the Stalogy comes with numbers, I like to write over those numbers and create my own time table for popping in my things that I have to do. So it's really early now. It's 6:40. And I'm going to start my schedule with 7 a.m. because I feel that I don't sometimes start my schedule at 6 o'clock, even though I'm up and getting things done. But those are things that I have to do every day. So I start at 7, and then I skip one line in between each of the time. This way, if I'm doing something that's half past the hour, I can just jot it on the line in between the two. So I did it all the way up to 12 midnight. I may or may not be up, but I just wanted a full day. You can just do it for half a day if you have a half a day schedule, but this is just my process of doing it. And As far as rulers, that's the only two things that I use it for, those two lines. And I basically, before I do anything else, I always like to create a section for my task. And I break my tasks down into two separate lists. So at the top, I will have a priority list, because the priority is kind of like the leftover tasks from the day before, or tasks that came up overnight, or something I know I have to do today. I need to put it under priority so I can kind of focus on that particular line every time I look at my planner. All right, this is the focus before you can move on to your regular task. So I like to make little outlines around the heading to kind of separate, like, this is the heading. It makes the page look better to me. And I don't know, it's just cute, and it's just something fun that I like to do. So this is as much of a doodling that I will do in my spread sometimes. I do try to draw, but it takes so much time. And when I'm in the morning and I'm taking 10-15 minutes to create my layout, I don't really have much time. Maybe on the weekend, if I'm doing a full weekly spread, I can get very creative then. But this morning scheduling and writing in my planner is just to get things done for the day. So I did the same kind of outline around the task to kind of make it look a little bit uniform. And then after I did that, I noticed that it looked a little off with the heading just bare without anything around it. So I went ahead and did that as well, to just make the page look more put together. I don't really draw these lines with a ruler, because I want it to look hand-drawn, almost like a hand-drawn sticker. Sometimes people ask me if these are stickers or if I actually drew them myself. So I take that as a compliment, that it looks that good, where you can think that this is a sticker that I put here and I didn't draw it. So this is the section of my basic 3 sections. Left is the scheduling, right is my priority, to-do lists, and this is when I plug everything in. So before I do anything, it's just very good to write everything out and create your sections for your schedule and your task for the day. So I speed up this section because what I'm doing is looking at my work phone on the left. You can see it on the bottom left corner of the screen. I have my Teams up on my phone, and I basically copy what's on the left in my team schedule to my schedule here. And I like my schedule on paper, even though I have calendar tools on my phone. I use a little bit of both when I'm planning, because it's just how my brain works. My planner is open throughout the day, and I refer to my planner more than I refer to the phone schedule. If anything changes, obviously I will change it in my planner, but I use a combination of both. I rely on the reminders at work on my computer to remind me of my upcoming meeting, and it kind of goes hand in hand. So I schedule my meal time, because whenever I have a busy day, I want to make sure that I schedule time for myself, because I can just get into this work mode where I just keep going and kind of neglect taking care of myself and, taking my own break. So for priority, I didn't schedule my Snoopy's appointment yesterday, so I'm going to put that as the first thing I need to do today. And I also need to schedule a neurologist appointment, so I'm going to add that for the next priority. Things pop up throughout the day. This is just my initial to-do list, and I don't try to fill up the to-do list to make myself appear busy. Definitely that's not, I don't even see the point of doing that. I like having the free time and less things to do on my to-do list, but throughout the day, things happen, more tasks gets added on it because I have other obligations that come up, and that's just how it is. So I want to make sure that the kids follow our new school bedtime routine. I put in my planner, kids have to be off their electronics at a certain time, their shower time, and then also me going to bed by 10:30 because there's something that I'm working on because I'm not getting enough sleep. So planning for the day is a lot of referring back to the previous page as I'm doing, just to kind of make sure everything on that list from the day before is transferred over. If it's important, I will write it down. If it's not, then I will not write it down. I'll just put an X through it on the previous day. And this kind of just it just helps everything because I have a clear picture of what my day is going to be like, and I have my tasks written down clearly, my schedule, and I can see everything and take my day from there. So after I write my schedule and my task, I put some stickers on the paper to make it look nicer because it's already nice, so I'm making it look nicer to my standards. And I use this washi tape card that I made. It's a really thick plastic stamp paper people use to put stamp. It's like removable, thick, glossy paper, and I purchased it from Amazon, and I just added a couple washi tapes on it that I want to use consistently. So it's not the best one. I'm going to actually make a new one with different colors on it. So I put the washi tape on the top, and with the Stalogy notebook, whenever you put any type of tape or sticker close to the edge of the paper, it makes the paper kind of curl a little. I'm going to do like a pros and cons about the Stalogy. I kind of like have a love-hate relationship for it, but the clamps, these paper clips, you can use them to just kind of keep the pages down while you're working. And I don't really have a formula or a process for putting my stickers down. I basically just look at the page and just kind of see where I want to add a sticker. I usually leave this section right here to journal after my to-do list, just in case I want to jot anything down at the end of the night. This is the reason why I love daily planning, because I just have that dedicated section to journal. And it just makes the page more complete once I'm done, and it's actual representation of how my day is. So I basically don't have any more tasks to add initially, but if we were to look at this page throughout the end of the day, you could see the transition of how the page has grown and how much more details were added to the page. So this is my spread for the day. It's a daily spread. This is how I plan daily, and I am on this page throughout the day, updating, adding, removing, crossing off things off my list, and just kind of making sure that everything that I wrote down is taken care of, and that I'm doing all of my basic tasks and meetings that I have to do that's scheduled on the paper. But, hope this was helpful to you, me sharing how I plan in the morning. If you like this kind of video, just let me know below. I'll create more. But this is my day.